We left the village at the break of dawn. Following Sheena's lead, we made our way up the mountain path. Everyone walked in silence, not exchanging a single word of conversation. Even Sheena remained silent as he led his horse ahead. We're about to fight a dragon, so everyone's bound to be nervous. It's understandable. Nash. Sorry for getting you involved in all this. Well, things just happen this way. I'm the kind of guy who's probably fated to always get the short end of the stick, so don't worry about it. Save the princess, defeat the dragon. It's like we're the heroes in a fairy tale. Pretty much. I see. Now then, we should be there soon. Seems close. Guess we'd better hurry then. If he flies off to the village, this will have been a pointless trip. Better get moving then. Soon enough, in the Rocky Mountain wall, a large cave mouth came into view. Jonah disappeared around here. Be careful, guys. There's a dragon here, and those weird lights, too. Right. I got it. We quickly unpacked our gear, getting our battle preparations in order, and confirm our tactics. Ulan, Humphrey, and I will attack, while Sheena backs us up as the rear guard. Meanwhile, Futch will keep himself further back, and give us tactical advice. Sounds like a plan. Bright, wait here. I don't want you to see this. Quoi? What happened afterwards, I couldn't have guessed. Bright descended from Futch's arm with a lonely chirp, went over to the tree roots growing by the entrance, and crouched there alone. While Futch turned to look back at Bright as he walks, we advanced onwards into the dragon's cave. Here we go. We cautiously advanced towards the cave. Inside, there's some sort of faintly glowing moss. Enough that we no longer had any need for torches. Nonetheless, we all began to feel a growing sense of unease as we moved on. A small cave like this isn't really suitable for fighting in, and we'd be able to move around freely outside, but in here, we've got a huge handicap. According to Sheena, it should widen a bit once we're further in, so that's probably where the black dragon's lying in wait. No, wait, let me rephrase that. With every step we take, signs of his presence and the sound of his growls get more and more obvious. The black dragon is close. We exchange glances, catching our breaths. Ah! What? Shit! It knew we were coming! The black dragon suddenly rushed out, opening its jaws wide to breathe fire on us. Run! Everyone dispersed immediately, dodging the fireball. Right away, Humphrey and Ulan, exchanging a glance, moved us around the dragon. Futch! Look at the dragon. Are you getting any ideas? It looks like it's still young. 2, maybe 3 years old. And I think around that age, its scales will have hardened, so it's protected from practically all physical attacks. Well, yeah, we figured that out yesterday. Whoa! Suddenly, the dragon swung its tail in my direction. I jumped out of the way, missing it by a hair's breadth, the tail just grazing my arm. Having seen me flinch, the dragon came rushing towards me. Crap! This thing gets really motivated when it's hungry. Everyone, let's do this like we planned. This could be a long fight, but unlike yesterday, it has nowhere to run now. This time we're definitely bringing it down. Watch out for its breath. Since it's still young, it shouldn't be able to do it again for a while. Got it. Before its next breath, I want to damage it as much as possible. Taking the dragons back, Ulan attacks without delay. Wah! Ulan's attack hits the black dragon's flank dead on. No matter how much of its body is covered with hard scales, there must still be a weak spot. Ulan is hitting it with precise blows. As the black dragon turns to fend off Ulan's continuous attack, Humphrey races up his great sword. Humphrey swings his great sword with enough force to cut through rock, but as expected, the dragon's hard scales prevent it from giving a fatal wound. This is going to be a long battle, isn't it? Just as the thought popped into my head, the dragon violently swung its tail and began to back away. Let's get its back to the wall! Did you learn anything from yesterday? It's dangerous. Don't try that move again. The dragon waved its head menacingly from side to side, eventually moving to stand with its back to the wall. With us in front of it, it bends its neck and takes a deep breath. You can't be serious. The dragon opened its mouth wide, and in an instant the cave was filled with scorching flames. That was close. If I'd been late to dodge, my entire body would have probably been turned to a crisp. Hey, wait a minute, this isn't what you said. Wasn't it supposed to not be able to use its breath for a while? That... it shouldn't be. It grew up in the wild. Of course it's got bad manners compared to a normal dragon. This isn't the time for your wisecracking. I don't want to hear that from you. We can feel the dragon's glare as it turns its head to look at us. The temperature in the cave has risen considerably, thanks to its breath, and yet I feel a chill run down my spine. It might be young, but this dragon standing before us might as well be the strongest being in the world. Guys, step back. I'm going to use a talisman. I'm counting on this. I managed to coax Miss Jean into giving me the most powerful one she had. You have no idea how far I went yesterday to look for her. Huh. Shouting this, Sheena held up his talisman. Right now, this is all we've got. My hands are tied. We all jump back, waiting for Sheena to activate the talisman. Here we go! This is our chance! Ulan, wait! It's not taking any damage. What? The black dragon is unaffected by the talisman. Not only swords, but immune to magic too. With a violent blow, the black dragon sends Ulan flying straight into the cave wall. Ulan! Sheena rushes over right away, pulling out a healing talisman. But the black dragon doesn't miss this and comes rushing towards them. Stop! Seeing Humphrey suddenly force his way through, the dragon stops its charge. The thing seems pretty bothered. He looks over his opponent, judging him with disdain. But if the black dragon keeps holding its ground, right now is a good opportunity. Close your eyes! Humphrey! Got it. Alright, here goes nothing. It's doing something. What? There! That's the same light that took Jonah. She touched the light. She touched it and disappeared. What? One of those balls of light touched Humphrey, who was standing before the dragon with his sword raised, and just like Sheena said, he disappeared like smoke. Sir Humphrey! Fudge! Say something! What the hell are these lights? Such power, I don't... Sheena! Get away from there, fast! In the panic following Humphrey's disappearance, the remaining balls of light had all begun to move towards Sheena and Ulan, as if they had a will of their own. I can't! Ulan still can't move! Shit! Hold on, I'm coming! However, the lights wrap around them just before I get there, and they vanish without a trace. It must take incredible power to create those balls of light. The Black Dragon's movement has noticeably slowed. I can tell it's grown tired. Now might be a good time to take that bastard down. If I use Grosser Fluss... I guess now would be the time. No, it would be easy to use Grosser Fluss, but then I'd also... Sir Nash! What? To defeat that dragon, please help me. Fudge? He's in pain, but I can't help him. So... Are you sure? Yes. If I don't do it... If I don't, then Humphrey and everyone... But with just the two of us... It's something only Dragon Knights know, which we are forbidden to teach to outsiders, where the vital areas of a dragon are. This... because there's no other way. Okay. I'll draw the bastard's attention, and you grab that chance. Alright? I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do, dude. Huh! Let's do this! Without a moment's hesitation, I attack the Black Dragon when it's attempting to make those balls of light again, breaking its concentration. I won't be able to do that trick many times. In that moment, when the Black Dragon flinches, Fudge and I both move at once. As I divert its attention and Fudge stabs his spear at its back, the dragon counters furiously. Somehow, staving it off, Fudge's determined aim easily hits its mark. Then, I shoot a wire at the dragon's right foot, turning it around, then go around its left side, entangling both feet in the wire. Fudge! Now! Finish him! Fudge! Just a little... If I'd met you just a little sooner... I'm sorry that it has to end like this. Quoi? But... Bright? What are you doing here? Bright, who was supposed to be waiting at the cave entrance, had come in without us noticing. But Bright doesn't respond to Fudge's words. He stares fixedly at the Black Dragon, letting out a quiet chirp. Quoi? As if in response to Bright, the Black Dragon let out a weak sound of its own. The two creatures' voices gradually grow louder. Before we know it, the entire cave is echoing. And then... This is bad. It's that light again. Sir Nash, please wait. Fudge holds me back from trying to rush at the Black Dragon. As he does this, the balls of light start to fill the cave, and the situation becomes drastically different from what it was a moment ago. The balls of light aren't coming towards us. Instead, they're converging around the black dragon. The light? What the hell? A mysterious sight floats inside the huge collective ball of light. Blue sky, green earth, oddly shaped mountains. They exude a magical atmosphere, unlike anything I've ever seen before. There's a forest spreading out into the distance. The sky and the earth can be seen all the way out to the horizon. And in that place are the happy shapes of playful dragons. Huh. This is... could it be? The world of wings and scales? I'm guessing so. Is that what it's supposed to be? Kua! Kua! The black dragon's form started to disappear into that place. Suddenly, the lights burst, and the figure vanished. In its place, Humphrey, Ulan, Sheena, and the other missing people reappeared. Well, I guess that takes care of that, but... wow. Returning to the village of Merid, we stayed a little while to heal our wounds from the battle. The missing people, Jonah included, have all come back for the most part. With the villagers cheering in joy, giving me the hero treatment, I'm starting to get embarrassed. As for Ulan and everyone, they left the village as soon as they could. I never got a chance to see them off, but for some reason, someone else had decided to keep me company. Having prepared my travel outfit, I find Fudge, Humphrey, and Bright standing at the village entrance to see me off. Really? I can't thank you enough. The way things were going, I'm not sure if we'd have been able to leave. As soon as we returned to the village, Sheena had turned the conversation to Fudge and Bright's involvement in the dispatching of the rampaging dragon. Thanks to that, Fudge and Bright were not only allowed into the village, but also gained a lot of popularity. Well, it's nice to take things slowly every once in a while. Still, there's one thing that bothers me. What is it? About how the wild dragon, the world we saw there, if it's the dragon's homeworld as you said, then it probably returned there with Bright's power. It should be enjoying things with its kin right about now. It's just... that wild dragon, if it wanted to go back to its own world, it could have summoned those lights, right? So maybe the dragon was here because it wasn't happy back in its own world. But Bright and the dragons at the Dragon's Knight's Cave... I don't know why dragons manifest in this world, or why they keep on living here. But... if you weren't here, Bright would not be alive. I can't say it would be good for you to betray that trust. He needs you. Am I wrong? Futch and I share a look. In Futch's arms, Bright happily flaps his wings, nose twitching at the fresh breeze. And alright, I guess that will do it for episode 3.